welcome to the first episode of the Maniacal Mini. Today we are working on the Lord of Contagion. It is a charity auction going towards the Noose River Golden Rescue. I'm a huge fan of animals. I have cats behind me. You might see them in a couple future videos. You will have to excuse our space. We are working on getting a more stable studio space to shoot these videos. So this is how it will be for the first couple of them. Hopefully nobody minds that. I will be listing a couple of paints that I use, a couple of things that I use down at the bottom of the screen during all this. You might have noticed it already. You don't have to follow my paint scheme. This is just how I painted it. So feel free to let your imagination run wild. Do whatever makes you happy. And of course, happy painting. And I look forward to seeing you guys at the end of the video. Thank you. Okay guys, so right off the bat we're going to bring in that Beal-Tan green through the airbrush. We're going to get this all over the armor of the model. Don't worry if it gets in spots you don't want it to. We are going to come back in and clean that up in a little bit. Okay guys, so we got some 91% isopropyl alcohol, we have a Q-tip, and we are going to start working some of this Beal-Tan green back off the model. Just be extra careful you don't rub too hard because you can work your way back down to the bare plastic. Okay guys, so in the interim I went over the cape in red terracotta from Vallejo Game Air, and now I'm coming back in with Screaming Skull from Citadel for all of our bone. Okay guys, so now that that's done, we are going to bring in some Flesh Terror Red for all of the open sores, wounds, and guts. Okay, and now we are going to be coming in with XV88 for all of our leather straps and any other brown parts. And now we are coming in with our TALASSAR blue contrast paint for a face in the idol. And coming in hot with Screaming Bell, we are going to take care of this little idol on his gauntlet and any other pieces that we did not hit with our gunmetal earlier. Coming in one more time with that TALASSAR blue, we are going to take care of this little guy that he is standing on. And coming in with Pallid Witch Flesh, we are just going to clear up any paint that might have spattered up on this smoke so we can come in later with some cool effects. guys, so we have that Pallid Witch flushed down all over the smoke, so we're going to bring in Hex Wraith Flame to give it a nice ethereal glow. Okay guys, so in the interim I went over the model with a little secret sauce that I will go over in a future tutorial video, so now I'm just coming in with a Q-tip and white spirit and cleaning it off. Okay guys, so we are going to move into building our base for our model. Here you can see I just have a standard wooden plinth display block. I have a whole bunch of my tools. I have this cork board that I use. I usually put it down before I start anything else. It does have an adhesive side to it, which makes it perfect to stick down onto wood, so I don't have to worry about trying to glue crazy stuff down. It is going to obviously cover this whole entire piece. I had already pre-cut. This is a piece from Spellcrow. It is a piece of a broken down shack wall. It came from an asset drop box. I haven't had a chance to use it, but I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to try it out. So we also over here have some battlefields and basing bits, just some static grass with some leaves, rocks, standard stuff like that. We also have all of our cork and random foam pieces in this container here. We have some AGRELLAN earth, or AGRELLAN earth, I'm sorry, that we're going to be using later. We also have these random bits and bobs over here that we're going to be gluing to it. These pieces here are going to be our floorboard. So on the shack right here, our floorboard is going to be sliding out this way. This post is going to be stuck onto the floorboard. This whole scene is basically going to look like this Lord of Contagion burst into this shack while it was burning and cut off the person's head that was living inside, nailed it to the post in their house, absolutely massacred the body, and then walked his way out. Okay guys, so this stuff right here is the perfect glue for basing. It is a construction adhesive. I'm going to put this all over the bottom of the foam and attach it to the cork on top. Okay guys, so we are going to go ahead and grab some liquid green stuff. We are going to fill in any of those holes and cracks and any gaps that we have between our foam board and our cork board. And coming with a little more of that construction adhesive, we are just going to attach our broken down wall to our base. Okay, so surprise ingredient thrown at you here. I use this for a lot of dead grass. It's actually shaved down coconut fibers. They're absolutely perfect for that dead grass look. So we're just going to put this all along the glue on the outside of our broken down wall. Okay guys, so we're going to come through with that balsa wood. We're just going to cut off a couple chunks here, make it look like some floorboards are missing, and then we are going to take some construction adhesive and connect it all together. Okay guys, now that we have all that wood on, we are going to come through with our carving tool and we are going to start sloping off this foam. Okay, so we're going to come in with our post, a little bit more construction adhesive, and we are going to glue that down to our floorboards after we position our Lord of Contagion. Okay guys, so we are going to grab some AGRELLAN earth and we're going to cover the entire ground of our diorama. Okay guys, so now we're going to take our corpse and our severed head and we're going to glue those into place on the diorama. Okay everybody, so now that we have everything glued into place, we went over the entire diorama in a black and a zenithal white. So now we are going to come through with wildwood contrast paint and we're going to work on all the wood on the cabin walls. Okay guys, so coming in with GUILLAMAN flesh contrast paint, we are just going to hit all the flesh on our severed head and on our corpse. Okay guys, right here I have a little bit of hot orange from Vallejo Game Air mixed down with a little bit of yellow ink from De La Rowney. We're just going to create our OSL effect for the lantern.
Okay guys, so we are going to come back in with a little bit of dryad bark, and we are going to take care of all the floorboards in our diorama. Coming back in with some of that Flesh Terror red contrast paint, we are going to hit all of our bloody mess. And we are going to bring in some of that Sterling mud, and we are just going to hit any parts that aren't covered in the grass, so that slope, all these pieces by the paving stones, and all that other good stuff. Okay guys, so we are going to bring in some brown enamel wash from AK Interactive. We're just going to give this a nice coat all over the inside of our diorama and all over the wood and outside panels. Grabbing a Q-tip and a little bit of white spirit, we are going to start working some of this brown wash back off of the diorama. Okay everybody, so once this dries, I'm going to come back in later with some pigment powders, just to give it a little bit of dust and dirt effects, a little bit more weathering. But other than that, this is looking really, really cool.
Everybody, well, that's the end of this one. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun working on this. I will definitely be doing another one of these charities again soon. Everybody, please subscribe to all of the mini painters out there. They're all phenomenal, each in their own right. I had a great time doing this with everybody. For the next episode, we will be working on some old Warhammer Fantasy Kingdom Rules. So tune in for that one. Like and subscribe down at the bottom. I look forward to seeing you guys. Happy painting. Thank you for coming out.